Tennessee lawmakers promised they could relax gun laws and actually make us safer. But an exclusive News Channel 5 investigation discovers that's not what happened. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Kelsey Gibbs. That investigation uncovered that after Republican-led efforts to allow more people to go armed, the number of gun crimes actually went up.
News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams is looking at what happened on the streets after those laws changed. And Phil, I know you're trying to look beyond all the partisan spin and just get right to the cold, hard facts here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You'll remember that last week we first heard from the parents of Evelyn Dickhouse, one of the 9-year-olds killed in the Covenant shooting. They are now looking for ways to make our children safer, as are a lot of other Tennessee parents.
How is this normal? Like, why is it normal?
This was the scene outside a small Memphis private school back in November. Yet when parents called police, they were told
that he could walk around outside of a school with this military-grade weapon designed to kill people in mass. And until he pulls that trigger, he is not committing a crime.
That there was nothing they could do.
My kids aren't in danger because he hasn't fired the weapon? I don't get it.
Call him next door, Miss Clark.
For the last 10 years, Tennessee lawmakers have gradually relaxed the state's gun laws, arguing it was about public safety.
This absolutely makes us a safer state, this bill as a whole.
That it was even God's will.
Is that it is our right given by God in this country to keep and bear arms.
It's a trend that began in 2013.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bill you have before you now has drawn a lot of attention.
When Republicans first passed a bill to allow gun permit holders to leave firearms inside their unattended vehicles, what some called a guns and trunks bill. While the law said the guns had to be locked up out of sight, there was no penalty for those who left their deadly weapons out in public view, even for leaving the vehicle unlocked. In hindsight, was that a good bill?
Oh, absolutely.
Jeremy Faison from rural East Tennessee was one of the bill's sponsors.
My district is incredibly pro-Second Amendment, pro-gun, don't touch my guns. Everywhere I go, that's what I hear. That's what I was asked to do, that's what I did.
But when News Channel 5 Investigates crunched the data, we discovered that in 2013, the year the law was first passed, there were just 46 guns reported stolen from motor vehicles for the entire state of Tennessee. 3 years later, that number had shot up to more than 2,000 reported cases. The next year, more than 4,000. By 2022, there were almost 5,400 guns reported stolen from cars statewide. That's almost 30,000 guns stolen from motor vehicles ending up on the streets since Faison's bill became law.
But that's not directly representation of what we've done.
But this was overnight. I mean, it went from 46 firearms stolen from cars in 2013 to, in 2016, it was more than 2,000. The next year, it was more than 4,000. How can you say that had nothing to do with your legislation?
I could also tell you that their crime stopped. You don't have the statistics of people who've actually stopped violent crimes because they had the ability to protect themselves.
But we do have stats showing when guns have been used to commit crimes during that period when Republicans said they were making us safer. Since 2013, the number of crimes against persons involving firearms actually shot up from just under 10,000 to more than 23,000 in 2021, then just under 22,000 the next year. Aggravated assaults with guns rose from 8,600 to more than 21,000, and murder shot up from 223 in 2013 to more than 600 in 2021. The next year, there were 504 murders statewide involving firearms.
I think guns and trunks was a singularly terrible idea because it's led to more gun crime, which people care about.
Dr. Jonathan Metzl is a Vanderbilt professor who has written 2 books exploring issues surrounding gun violence. He says the data is clear that the unregulated relaxation of gun laws in states like Tennessee has come at a price.
But unregulated without any kind of oversight or training or process or permission, again and again and again, it leads just quite clearly to more gun-related injury and death. And for me, that really is a slam dunk argument.
Listen, freedom comes with some dangers. I mean, It's one of the things that made our country great is we put the power in people's hands.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Freedom, as Faison puts it, cost Kyle Urlitz his life. The Nashville musician was gunned down in 2019 by a group of young teenagers who had stolen a handgun from this Brentwood area apartment complex from an unlocked car. And the Tennessee Department of Health's 2023 Child Fatality Annual Report concludes that firearm deaths are now the leading external cause of death among Tennessee children, more than car accidents. The most recent data shows that there were 29 Tennessee children killed by firearms in 2014, a number that had more than doubled by 2021. And this graph shows the national rate for child deaths involving firearms, but in Tennessee, the rate of children killed by guns has skyrocketed.
I would love it if all of the news people like yourself got on board and were doing PSA saying, listen, keep your guns locked up.
In the case of guns left unsecured in someone's car, Faison says he doesn't think it's his job to make it a crime for gun owners who make it easy for their guns to be stolen.
If you do, who's going to report that anymore?
If you make it a crime not to report.
So how do we even know that was ever stolen? I didn't know it was stolen. I mean, you're criminalizing a person who just got criminalized. Take ownership. Be responsible with the firearm.
During last summer's special session on public safety, the East Tennessee Republican actually passed a bill out of committee to provide incentives for gun owners to do the right thing, saying that they could not be held liable in a lawsuit for the use of a stolen gun if it was properly stored. Now he says he doesn't think he has the votes, so he's not even going to try.
So I think it's telling that Tennesseans as a whole is like, we got this. I don't need the government in every area of my life. I think that's what it's telling.
Now, Representative Faison argued that this really isn't a problem for his district, that it's mainly Memphis and Nashville, not in East Tennessee. But I checked the data, and the number of firearms stolen from motor vehicles in East Tennessee jumped from just 17 the year his bill passed, now to more than 1,000 every year. And take a look at this. The number of crimes against persons in East Tennessee involving firearms has almost doubled. Of course, we'll be watching as this legislative session proceeds and let you know what happens up on the Hill. Rory?